my brother had, in his rebellion, and for whatever other reasons existed, decided that he wanted to live primarily or spend most of his time with my father. And because I had internalized the breakup between my parents as an attack on my mother, I had chosen a very strongly opposite stance. And so this created kind of a little bit of tension. And when I say a little bit, I'm being facetious. It created a lot of tension between my dad and I, but also created tension between my brother and I. And what was my brother's reality when it came to money, when it came to the household finances, when it came to how I was internalizing the struggle financially, was not the same, because his experience in my dad's house was a little bit more positive. And this is not to say that my dad was rich or wealthy in any way, substantially greater than was the case with my mom, but there was just a day and night experience there. And for many years, up until really me sitting down to write this book, I had believed or adopted this idea that we were all in the house together, that I was cooking and cleaning and taking care of my brother and my sister in the way that was expected of me and trying to be a good son, and that they were all feeling the pain or observing the pain financially in the same way that I was. Until we sat down and had a conversation. I went and I talked to my brother and I talked to my dad as I was writing the book, and I'm like, hey, let's talk about this. Like, can we clear this up? Can we get on the same page? And my brother's like, bro, like, I know that that's what was going on, but that wasn't my experience. And then even talking to my dad, where significant healing has taken place in the relationship that he and I have, for us to be able to look at a painful experience in everybody's life, right? His life, my mom's life, my life, and to be real with each other as men and say, okay, let's talk about it. Like, what happened? My dad said something that was really striking to me. He goes, everything that you went through in that moment was a choice, right? You chose to stay with your mom. You didn't have to go through that. You didn't have to experience that. You could have come with me. And I was like, oof. I had to like eat that for a minute. And I've been holding on to a lot of this pain related to my experience, related to money, allowing these experiences to define my approach to money and how I go after things. And you're telling me that what it is that I went through was a choice? My dad in his older age has a lot of wisdom, and I think he kind of picked up on that, and he immediately followed up the statement with, maybe you had to go through what it is that you had to go through so that you can do the work that you're doing to prevent other people from going through what you went through, or so that you could give context to other people who don't have a choice. And I'm like, nice cleanup, Dad, right?